Greeting interwebs, this is Jackie K, and with me again is...
Green 47.
And welcome back to Pokemon Colosseum. Last time I got my butt handed to me. And
it was a close match.
Yeah, it was close, but I should have been paying more attention. Oh, what am I kidding? And now we're going to continue onwards, and along the way, we might realize just the horrible mistake that I made of saving and not redoing that fight.
Yeah, that feature was a bit extreme in that game.
Yeah, I mean, on the bright side, in post-game, we will have the opportunity to fight that guy again. I'm pretty sure that they put all the insignificant trainers in one particular point and specifically choose ones that you don't have the Shadow Pokemon for yet. But for some reason I've always been weary, which is always why I try to snag them the first time I see them.
I didn't actually know that they put them anywhere else. I'd always just quit the game.
Yeah, I mean, I did the same. Although, current playthroughs I've seen, that's the only way I really know about that.
I mean, at least they give them to you again later.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel as generous as in XD, where you don't, not only do you not have to wait until you beat the entire game, it's a lot more clear that, hey, you get a second chance,
Yeah.
even though the trainer, it seems like the trainer would never appear again.
Yeah, definitely.
I did a little bit of rearranging. I put Apom on there. Yeah.
Yeah,
If
Apom's not
nothing
super
else,
great for battle,
Apom
but
will
it's
be
always had one of my
useful
favorite
as
designs.
just getting us a few freebies while we're roaming around the map.
Oh, does it have pickup in this game?
Yeah, I believe this ability is pickup.
Ooh, fantastic.
I'm not sure if it just came with a random item or if it picked up an item, but I know I got a Ultra Ball or something while it was in the party.
That's great. Pickup's always been super useful.
Yeah, especially early on in the game.
Yeah, when you can get Ultra Balls and rare candies before the first gym.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure the calculators have somewhat effect in their levels, at least maybe 3rd gen, maybe not in other generations, but I do remember, right in my strategy guide I have for Ruby and Sapphire, there was a thing in the back that talked about the different things that can be picked up with pickup.
There's a lot of things that can be picked up.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely wasn't a 3rd gen guide because I remember Secret Power being one of the TMs that it lists.
Oh yeah, that was Gen 3 then. Definitely.
Now, I'm not sure what it plans to obtain by using Scary Face over and over like that. I mean, Apom, I guess
It's not really gonna help.
I mean, I guess Apom is fast, and that's the one thing it's good at, but you have a giant bulldog on the field. I think you can do more with it than just stare at people's faces and intimidate them.
Definitely. It could actually attack someone.
Yeah. Strike fear through action, not just words.
Definitely. That's a fantastic phrase.
Vigoroth is down now, and... Oh yeah, Granbull's the Shadow Pokemon, so I was gonna say, I wonder what Shadow Pokemon she's gonna have. It's been out in our face this entire time.
It's been sitting there, man.
Yeah, just get back to sleep and then we can start whittling it down, I suppose. And I'm just trying to think of other topics that are semi-related. And yeah, I guess Skiploom might be something of note. Did I just call it Skiploom when his jump fluff?
You did.
Jeez, I thought I got over that. When I changed his nickname from Failplume to Puffluck. Because I think that was what was causing the mix-up before.
Could have been
Because
it.
I had... Yeah. And this Sneasel, I mean, Sneasel's cool and all. I was only planning on using it just because it's a Shadow Pokemon, but in this Shadow Pokemon stage, it's provided itself very useful.
It's also got a fun typing. Dark and Ice
Yeah.
go really well together.
I mean, I was considering using it if I wasn't already planning on using Umbreon on the main team. But even though it's not on the main team, it's providing itself super useful. The first move it gets the first Purify move that it gets is like Screech. And I know in the later parts of this dungeon, I really make use out of that.
Yeah, that's a helpful attack.
Which is strange because like sometimes I don't really consider myself using stats lowering moves, but that Screech, man, that was just so helpful.
I never really used them when I was younger, but when I go back and play, I realize how useful they really are.
Like normally in a game that I play, the stats lowering moves are some of the first ones I get rid of, unless I have like a redundant move, like replacing Ember with Flamethrower, for example.
Yeah.
Try to remember what comes up here. Oh yeah, I guess I wanted to go down the other elevator first, just to show off a certain mechanic that comes into play later on in this dungeon. I don't know, I only use the term dungeon because it's pretty well mainframe in RPGs, but like...
They're not real dungeons, though.
Yeah. I just know that's a term that people who may not play Pokemon would understand.
Yeah, if you call it a dungeon, every gamer's gonna have an idea of what you're talking about.
I know in the past I wouldn't even normally categorize them. But point is, here comes the DNA sampler. Use this machine to like determine what DNA is the Pokemon, and we're gonna need to know what DNA each of these DNA examples are for pretty much the very end of the place.
Oh, I remember why you need that, yeah. It's actually super cool.
That out of the way, we can actually progress onwards. Go through this labyrinth a bit more. I guess I went back to heal. And here we go. There is where I got the Ultra Ball from the Apom.
Perfect. Need Ultra Balls.
Yeah, I mean, like, unless it was a Timer Ball, that's probably the best thing I could have gotten at this point.
Can you get Timer Balls in Colosseum?
Yeah, I know you can buy them. I've been using them throughout the playthrough. And I really find them most useful in Colosseum out of all games. Like I've talked about several times, I really wish like someone could confirm this. But it feels like the Shadow Pokemon doesn't have to be out in order for you to count down how many turns before you can use the Timer Ball. Like, it feels like sometimes if the battle goes on for 40 turns, even if the Shadow Pokemon hasn't been out that long, that the Timer Ball will be that effective. But I'm not positive, which is the only reason I'm not as confident.
I actually have no idea.
Yeah, I think this is around the point that I go, where's that trainer that had the Ariados? I swear she appeared around here. That's the biggest reason I like backtrack for no reason.
Yeah, it was right around here.
Yeah.
You can still get that
Yep.
Ariados later, though.
And just check the snag list and it'll be confirmed. Down.
Where is it? There you go.
There it is. A single empty Pokeball in that entire list.
So unfortunate.
So saddening. So saddening. But at least it wasn't a Pokemon that I was planning on using on my team.
Yeah, right.
Which gets me worried because around this point, I think like after this video I was concerned that the Pokemon that I really wanted to snag and use on my main party, I was afraid I missed it, but in all reality it like appears at the very end, even though the strategy guide I have for Colosseum like shows it as the second last Pokemon battle in the dungeon, or like in the list of Shadow Pokemon.
Yeah, I have that guide. I remember it having a lot of inaccuracies.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't like claim that it was in order, but you just assumed that it was. And that guy was so insignificant, his only purpose is like to say, bye Rui, and go into the elevator without her, just because I love getting really left behind. I think they really didn't want to bother with the AI.
The AI is really bad.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest reason XD only has small occasions where someone's following you. It's like they were so embarrassed of the way people abused the following AI in this game.
A lot of GameCube games had some pretty messed up following AI.
Oh. I guess get Sneasel out here and give him some action. Cause this guy,
This guy give you some trouble?
Actually, no. But he did look like a guy who gave me trouble in an earlier episode. And we'll have to see how the battle game plays out, because I don't quite remember, but it's what he does after this battle that I was really moaning about. Or grudging. Just making up words here that kind of sound like words I've heard before.
Making up words is fun.
Poor Cold Red, he didn't even get to get out there.
That was fast.
It really sucks, because he's pretty much the only one in my party that has a ground type move at this point. And Yang there kind of had the only thing I could do besides a ground type move, like a high jump kick to the Magneton. But I think that Screech really saves my hide in this battle in particular. That and the inaccuracy of Thunder finally taking place, when like the first scientist guy fought. Well, maybe not the first, but like the second or so. Thunder should have missed more often, is all I'll say. But speaking of Thunder missing, there goes that possibility.
Fantastic. Thunder's a good move.
Yeah, I mean, I used it a lot more when I was younger, but I kind of felt more reliant for the accuracy of Thunderbolt.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Screech really came in handy for that situation. Although I think the guy purposely swapped out to cancel out the Screech I did. That's like the only reason he would have swapped out, which is weird because he's an AI and they don't normally do that.
I was just about to ask if the AI actually did stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, the AI's incredible. I'm not sure if you remember, but the AI is incredibly stupid early on in Colosseum. So it's kind of weird to like see it do smart things now. Like, it's like they purposely did that to make a artificial difficulty curve. Make the AI incredibly stupid, and then just have it smart up to normal and beyond as the game progressed. I personally feel that could have been handled better.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of artificial difficulty in games.
It's not even artificial difficulty, it's artificial undifficulty, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because no other Pokemon game does that. Like, maybe Gen 1, but I'm pretty sure even Gen 1 tried to attack with type advantage. Like, it wouldn't have a ghost type attack a dark type.
Well, there weren't dark in Gen 1.
I was just thinking that as I was saying it. But I think you get the point.
But yeah, generally that, I mean, Gen 1 was different in the fact that it was the first Pokemon game, so...
And that guy said, "Waha, no escape for you." Well, I'm out to prove him otherwise, because I'm going to backtrack all the way to the beginning of the lab and go heal. In fact, I'm going to leave the lab entirely to go heal.
You're going all the way out of the lab?
Yes, gonna walk all the way out of the lab, and that'll be the end of the episode. All I'll say is, God, why do they have to make this alarm play the whole time? It really drags out on me.
It's a long alarm.
Yes. And it's gonna be there for the entire next episode.
Oh, jeez. Not a big fan of the red filter either.
That's gonna be something fun to look forward to.
Woo!
So, this has been Jackie K.
And Green47.
And on the next episode, we'll be doing just that with the alarms. And getting one of my favorite Shadow Pokemon in this game. Until then, see y'all later.
Bye.